announce your team name for the judges. So this first team will be
Robotics.
Robotics. And this team will be
Town Baseball.
Town Baseball. And this team will be
Swimming.
Swimming. And this team will be
Class of 2021.
Class of 2021. And this team will be
French Honor Society.
French Honor Society. And this team will be
Football.
football. Football. I don't know how to spell that, but it's football. And this team will be
In-town step.
In-Town Step. And this team will be
DECA.
DECA. And this team will be
Chess Club.
Chess Club. Enunciate. And this team will be
Wingspan.
Wingspan. And this team will be
White and blue.
Blue and White. And this team will be
Music Ensemble.
I'm not going to replicate that. Oh, I'm sorry. And this club will be
Drumline.
Drumline. Need to New Jersey. Okay, so we have about 8 games that we're going to play tonight. There's 2 rounds of Jeopardy. The first one is behind me, or sorry, kind of like Jeopardy, because every time I mention Jeopardy, I have to pay Alex Trebek $1. So if I say kind of like Jeopardy, then I don't owe him anything. We'll have table games where everybody will be working on a series of questions at your table. And it's like a quiz, but you didn't know it was coming. There's one called Rapid, where I go around and I just shoot a question at every single team, and you have 5 seconds to solve it. And then there'll be a new game this year that's called Four Corners, and I'll explain that when we get to it. So there's a series of games. Some of them involve everybody in the room. Some just involve a team at a time. Okay? Now, if I count up the number of teams, I think there's like 16 teams with about 5 people each, and if you all whisper at the same time, you won't be able to hear me. Now, I don't expect you to be quiet the entire time, but if you can't hear my voice, how's a team that's on the clock going to hear my voice, all right? So cheer when it's appropriate, because we're Norristown. Thank you. And we don't boo each other unless you're on the football team. All right. That was for Mason. Okay, so the first game is kind of like Jeopardy. You see the categories up here. On Jeopardy, there's 5 clues. Since it's kind of like Jeopardy, there's 6 clues. So the clues are laid out here on the table, and the categories are female teachers at Norristown Area High School whose name begins with B. Turn up your hearing aids. Sorry, that was inappropriate. Begins with O. Blood. Coins in circulation. People named Jackson. U.S. geography, inventions, and number, please. Now, you don't need to phrase it in the form of a question because this is kind of like Jeopardy, all right? So we'll start here with Robotics Club. Choose a category and a number. And hurry, this is over at 9 o'clock. And hurry, because this is over at 9 o'clock. And hurry, because this is over at 9 o'clock. Begins with O, number 6. So they've chosen the hardest one in a category, so they can expect that it's going to be difficult, but it is worth 6 points. This is just for the Robotics Club. This is a published notice of death. Obituary, 6 points for Robotics Club. Wow, that's great. And we got town baseball next. And hurry, this is over at 9 o'clock. Look ahead. Number, please, for 5. This is worth 5 points. This is just for town baseball. Number of countries with a larger population than the United States of America. Well, come on, now use your brain. United States is a big country. Other countries that are bigger than the United States. 2, very good. Look, they don't play with helmets. They're going to take a hit, okay? All right, next. Look ahead. The next team should be looking up at the board, thinking of what you're going to do next. Next. I can't hear you. Thank you very much. What 2 states share the longest border in the United States? What 2 states share the longest border in the United States? Again, think of a big state. No. Can you steal in Jeopardy? This isn't Jeopardy. This is kind of Jeopardy. I need an answer. I need an answer. Come on. It's a good guess, though. It's Oklahoma and Texas. Oklahoma and Texas. Next group. Stand up and yell it out.
People named Jackson.
4. People named Jackson for 6. He's from Cheltenham High School and is known as Mr. October for the Yankees. How many people do you know named Jackson? Cheltenham High School, known as Mr. October for the New York Yankees. I'm guessing you don't. Baseball team? Reggie Jackson, but you don't get the points because they can't steal. Next one. What? I can't hear you because people are talking. For what number? Oh, you guys are such gluttons. Here we go. She's an Ursinus College graduate, and she will take you to school on the basketball court. Who? No, it's not Miss Baker. It's Mrs. Brennan. Miss Brennan, right? She's an Ursinus grad. Maybe you should have started at 1 and gone from there. All right, the next group, football. Football, and they wear helmets. The same one for 5. Her name is a perfect fit, as she likes to bake cupcakes and other sweets in the kitchen. Hey, then why didn't you choose it? Okay, there you go. Miss Baker, very good for 5 points. Yes. For 4, yes. She can be heard hurrying people off to class in the 3rd floor hallways. Psych. What? I can't hear you. No, this isn't an interview. It's teachers whose name begin with B. No, that's only in Jeopardy. This is kind of like Jeopardy. What? No, Miss Belinsky. Psych. Okay, next group, please. How are we doing? Next group, please. Numbers for 6. Numbers for 6. Number of bones in an adult human body. 206, did you say? You're correct for 6 points. Wow, that was good. I don't know. Who was that? It's Decca. Next.
We would like to do number 54. No.
Teamwork. Let's get it together. Number, please, for 4. Thank you. All right, here we go. The number of presidencies that we have had in the U.S. The number of presidencies we have had in the U.S. 45 is correct. 4 points. We had 44 presidents with 45 presidencies. Next, please. Begins with O for 5. A form of theater in which music has a leading role. A form of theater which music has a leading role. Opera is correct for 5 points. Next, please. Inventions for 6. He is credited with the first patent for the modern motor car with a petrol combustion engine. He is credited with the first patent for the modern motor car with a petrol combustion engine. That would be a great guess, but it's not right. It's Benz. That's where we get Mercedes-Benz from. It's Carl Benz. Sorry. Music on...
U.S. geography for 4.
U.S. geography for 4. The second largest state by area in the United States.
California.
And it's incorrect. It's Texas. Texas. Everybody knows my favorite state is Texas. Music, drum line. U.S. geography for 5. What is the highest mountain peak in the United States not located in Alaska? No, I'm sorry. It's Mount Whitney in California. All right, we're back to robotics. O for 4, I'm sorry. O for 4 is available. Not in or out. You get 3 of these in baseball. I gave away the answer, I'm sorry. It should have said not. This will go for 4. This will go for 4 points. This can follow direct and indirect or proceed of my desire. This can follow direct and indirect or proceed of my desire. Go ahead, say it. Yes, you. Oh, come on. Go ahead. This can follow direct and indirect or proceed of my desire. I need an answer. Oh, no, I thought you had it. I thought you said object. Direct object, indirect object, object of my desire. I thought you had it. Baseball, town. What's that? Oh, Jackson for 5. It's not a baseball player. One of the original judges on American Idol. Did you say Frandl? I've never heard of a guy named Frandl. Come on, town, let's go. I did. It's like a 7th inning stretch here. The answer is Randy Jackson. Randy Jackson. Should have gone with your answer. Next, please. Coins of circulation for 4. This woman who fought for the right to vote appeared on a dollar coin starting in 1979. Susan B. Anthony is correct for 4 points. Next. Teachers for 3. A Norristown High School graduate married another Norristown High School graduate. I didn't say it, he said it. And heads up the Blue and White Society. Miss Bartlett! 3. Next, please. Shh. Coins what? Coins for 3. He is featured on the $50 coin. He is featured on the $50 coin. Ramon, do you have an answer? I'm just asking. You don't have to bite my head off. It's not like you're getting a grade for this or anything. Maybe you are. I don't know. Time's ticking away. Tick, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick. Who? Theodore Roosevelt? No, it's JFK. Next, please. Football. Shh. Blood for 3. Smart. This is yellow in color and accounts for 55% of your blood. This is yellow in color and accounts for 55% of your blood. You are correct, Donovan. Plasma for 3 points. Next, please. I'm impressed, Donovan. Next, please. You can get blood for 3, or I can give it to you for 4. 4, okay. This organ has the most abundant blood supply. This organ has the most abundant blood supply. No, it's the liver. It's the liver. The heart doesn't have an abundant blood supply because it's constantly moving in and out. The liver, it sort of circulates around, from what I understand. That's disgusting. Deca. The highest what? I still can't hear you. Thank you. The highest Jackson. Director of Lord of the Rings trilogy. Deca. 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 No, it's Peter Jackson. All right, next. Chess club. Blood for 6. The 2 types of pressure measured during a blood pressure test. The 2 types of pressure measured during a blood pressure test. I don't have a second. Right, it's systolic and diastolic. Systolic and diastolic. You'll find that out when you get older, right? Old people over here can attest to that. I'm sorry, older people. No, you're all old, so it doesn't matter. I'm only doing this a few more years, so I don't care. Teachers that start with a B for 2 points. This chemistry teacher fits the category. Miss Bovenkirk is correct for 2 points. If you're not an 11th grader, you don't know who she is. Shane, what do you got? Inventions for 5. Shh. The first patent for this cheap way of creating an effective barrier for livestock was created in 1867. Yes, the first patent for this cheap way of creating an effective barrier for livestock was granted in 1867. Barbed wire is correct. 5 points for Deca. No, that's not Deca. That's blue and white. Sorry. Shane, you are in Deca, aren't you? Sam is in DECA. So, you know. I make mistakes. I'm not walking on the water tonight. John?
Numbers for 3.
Numbers for 3. The number of planets as of 2019. 8 is correct. 3 points. All right, drumline. Coins in circulation for 6. This is a difficult one and something that the older people might remember. Older. I didn't say old, Miss Conway. I said older. This 1976 quarter features a musical instrument on the back. What is that musical instrument? No, it's apropos that you got the question because it's a drum. All right. That's the end of the Jeopardy round. We're going to take a 1-minute break while we hand out the first table game. Okay, 4 corners is up on the board here. If you choose 4, then you're going to have to name 4 of something. If you don't get 4, you get 0. So if I were to ask you, name 4 people that are seated at this table, and you could only name these 3 people, you could only name these 3 people, you get 0 points, right? In the same respect, if you choose 1 and I ask you for just 1 person at this table and you get that 1 person, then you get 1 point. Now you may say, well, I'm going to go for the 4s because I got a chance at more points. Yeah, but you have to name more things, right? So be careful, use some strategy. There are all types of categories. That's just it, you don't know. Okay, we'll start with drumline. Just say 4, 3, 2, or 1. 2. Shh. This is an easy one, I hope. Name 2 consonants. Shh. No, that's consonants. Consonants are things like B, C, D, F. So you get 0 points. Miss Blum, I am so sorry. Next. Another easy one. Should I talk slower? Is it all musical groups or just some musical groups? 2 times 2. 4, that's correct. Very good. So they get 2 points. You're daring. Name the 4 original Beatles. Paul, John, George, and Ringo is correct. 4 points. Next, 2. Name 2 main characters on the original Toy Story. Buzz and Woody, that's 2 points. Name the 2 people. Name the 2 people that make up the dynamic duo. Batman and Robin, 2 points. DECA. Name the 3 primary colors. Red, yellow, and blue is correct. 3 points. Name 3 Stooges. Name 3, and don't look at the football table. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Is that what you said? Yes, 3 Stooges. Very good. Three. Name the first 3 elements of the periodic table. I have to name the first three. He says hydrogen, magnesium, and lithium. He's close. It was hydrogen, helium, and lithium. So I'm sorry, football, you don't get the points. Name 2 New York baseball teams. The Vikings are not a baseball team. Yankees and Mets were the answers. Yankees and Mets. Next. Shh. Name the first 3 books of the Bible. Yeah, go, Mary. Shh. Shh. Quiet, please. My son is Matthew. No, that's not one of them. It's Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus. Name 3 NFL. I can't even hear myself because they're screaming at me. If you whisper, that's okay, but if you're yelling, I can't even hear this guy right here. This is a tough one. Name 3 NFL teams that Brett Favre played for. Green Bay, New York Jets, Atlanta Falcons, and the Minnesota Vikings. 4. Okay. Name 4 current NFL teams from California. 4 NFL teams. Rams is correct. Rams, Chargers, 49ers, and Raiders. Shh. I must be stuck on sports. Name 3 NBA teams that Dennis Rodman played for. Bulls. Shh. Heat. No, that's not correct. Sorry, it was Detroit, San Antonio, Chicago, LA Lakers, and the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, drumline, let's try to redeem yourself. They're going with a 1-pointer. Name the one president with the first name of Ronald. Ronald Reagan is correct. It was only worth 1 point. Music ensemble. Name 2 of the 4 C's when shopping for a diamond. Name 2 of the 4 C's when shopping for a diamond. C's, ABC. There's 4 C's when you're shopping for a diamond. Ladies, explain this to the guys. Carrot and cut are 2 of them. The others are color and clarity, so they get 2 points. Four. Name the 4 original members of the Fantastic Four. Thing. Fantastic. And what's her name? Invisible Woman. Human Torch, very good, 4 points. 4. Well, I hope you weren't laughing at these guys over here. Name the 4 Gospels. Maybe we should go to church. Can I say that? I think I can. I just did. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Shh. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, why couldn't you? Name the last 3 U.S. presidents. Name the last 3 U.S. presidents. They're arguing about it. I'm not sure why. I need an answer. I need an answer. Go ahead. Very good. Trump, Obama, and Bush. Shh. Name the first 3 first ladies. I'll take their last names. Washington, Adams, Madison? No, it should have been Washington, Adams, Jefferson. We'll give them 1.5 points because there's a discrepancy and I don't feel like arguing. It's too late in the day. Next. 4, good for you. This is a tough one. Name the 4 suits in a standard playing card deck. The 4 suits in a standard playing card deck. Hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. Very good. Football. 4. Tough one. Name 4 chambers of the human heart. I don't know. I can't hear. Four chambers of the human heart. That's right. Right ventricle, right atrium, left atrium. 4. 3. Name 3 face cards in a standard U.S. playing card deck. 3 face cards. King, Queen, and Jack. That's correct. Shh. 4. This is an easy one. You don't have to go to church for this. The first 4 months of our calendar year. January, February, March, April. Very good. North America and Asia. Consonants. B, C, D. No, forget. 4. Name the 4 cheeses in 4 cheese ravioli. Ricotta. Parmesan is not one of it. It's ricotta, provolone, cream, and mozzarella. Baseball. 4. Name 4 ways that an NFL football team can score points. Safety, touchdown, extra point. What was the 4th one? Field goal. Very good. You got 4 points. You can talk smack later. Speaking of smack. Shh. No. I'm ready to go home. I can't have you yelling at me or anybody else. I'm sorry. They'll edit this out of the tape. Yes. It's 7:46. I'm ready to go home. Anybody joining me? Come on. This is for money. This is for fun. But I don't need the yelling. I don't need the screaming. You want 3? 3 characters on a Rice Krispies box. Snap, crackle, pop. 3 points. Very good. All right, so now we'll take a break here for about a couple minutes, and we'll let them tabulate the scores. We'll give you a score update.
As a courtesy to Mr. Schafer and the Parents Club that has paid for this wonderful event for you to be at, I need you guys to be quiet when the games begin. Right now it's okay to be noisy, but when the games begin, please be quiet. We want Mr. Schafer to continue to help us out in the future, and if that's going to happen, you guys have to comply. Will you do this for me? All right, thank you.
Okay, the next round of Jeopardy is up on the board. So I want you to look over the categories and make a predetermination of where you'd like to go. We're going to start with you. Okay, robotics is on the clock, and we need quiet, please. Male teachers for 6. He is the only teacher to be invited to try out with the Dallas Cowboys. It's only robotics. Mr. Street is correct for 6 points. Town baseball. Team mascots for 6. Major League Baseball's Arizona team. The Diamondbacks is correct. Very good. 5 points. Next, please. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 6. Sorry. Made a mistake. Highway signs for 6. "16 states in the United States participate in this toll collection system." Toll collection. Easy pass, correct. 6 points. Got the microphone in the wrong hand. Next, please. Cereal for 6. The Breakfast of Champions. Wheaties is correct. 6 points. Next, please. Male teachers for 4. This former soccer coach and now soccer referee often gets confused with me. This soccer coach, former soccer coach and now soccer referee, often gets confused with me. His last name starts with S. Mr. Spears, yes, very good. Next, football. That was 4. Cereal for 5. This is not a football question, so I'm just telling you up front. Kid tested, mother approved. Kid tested, mother approved. It's ironic though, isn't it? That's a good guess, but it contains something you do in football. It's kicks, K-I-X. Thank you. Green veggies for 6. Not native to Switzerland, this stalk vegetable is sautéed and popular in Egyptian and Turkish cuisine. Not native to Switzerland, this stalk vegetable is sautéed and popular in Egyptian and Turkish cuisine. That's why it's worth 6 points. An answer? An answer? No, it's Swiss chard. Swiss chard. It was a hard one. Next, please. Next, please. Facial hair for 6. Charlie Chaplin and Adolf Hitler both had this type of mustache. No Oral-B required. Charlie Chaplin and Adolf Hitler both had this type of mustache. No Oral-B required. I need an answer. Look at the football team. They're over there. I know. I'm going to wear a helmet. I need an answer, Decca. The clue was Oral-B. That's toothbrush mustache. A toothbrush mustache. Little short one. Next, chess team. Male teachers for 5. This math teacher married a graduate of Norristown High School and cheers on the New York Giants. Mr. Stocker, 5 points. Next, team mascots for 5. NHL's San Jose. NHL San Jose. Sharks is correct for 5 points. Blue and white. So, team mascots for 4. NHL's Pittsburgh. Penguins, that's correct for 4 points. Music ensemble. Green veggies for 5. Have a heart. This green vegetable is a member of the thistle family. Have a heart. This green vegetable is a member of the thistle family. Artichoke is correct for 5 points. Drumline. Cereals for 4. The original offering from Kellogg's. No, it's cornflakes. It's cornflakes. Sorry, jeez. One more time around, drumline, redeem yourself. Cereals for 3. They're great. Frosted Flakes. Music ensemble. 3. Your host for tonight's fun. Very good, 3 points. Green veggies for 4. Sorry. This green veggie falls last in an alphabetical list of vegetables. This green veggie falls last in an alphabetical list of vegetables. Zucchini is correct for 4 points. Thank you. Team mascot for 3, NBA Milwaukee. Bucks is correct for 3 points. Chess. Chess. Highest one in facial hair, that would be number 5. Grown just below the lower lip, but not past the chin. Grown just below the lower lip, but not past... No, it's a soul patch. Soul patch. When you hit puberty, you'll figure that out. Next. That was inappropriate again. I'm sorry. Mrs. Walford, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Next, please. Highway signs for 5. These are the colors of a sign announcing an interstate route. These are the colors of a sign announcing an interstate route. No, they're red, white, and blue. Next, please. Next, please. Facial hair for 4. Named after a Civil War general and eventually an elementary school, this may connect your mustache to your hairline. Named after a Civil War general and eventually an elementary school, these may connect your mustache to your hairline. What? No, sideburns. Sideburns. It's where you get burn side from. I don't know why I'm looking over at you guys. Whatever. You're paying me, right? Right? Football. Team mascots for 2. Major League Baseball's Baltimore. What? Orioles, did you say? Did you? I thought he said Oilers. Orioles is the correct answer. Did you say Orioles or Oilers? Orioles. Okay, give them 2 points. It's football. Let's have pity on them, right? Oh, that's not nice, Mr. Schafer. I do it every year. Next. What? Cereal for 2. 2 scoops and plenty of fiber. Then why'd you ask for it? Raisin Bran, yes, very good. Next. 2. Facial hair for 3. If you forget to shave or your razor breaks, you have this. Stubble is correct for 3 points. Next. Highways for 4. This morbid sign tells drivers that there's no outlet to a street. This morbid sign tells drivers there is no outlet to a street. No, it's a dead end. Yeah, but it's not a morbid sign. Morbid means dead. Dead end. Baseball town. You learn something new every day, don't you? Town baseball. Green veggies for 3. Highway signs for 3. This sign warns of cross traffic, and that is not touting a horn. This sign warns of cross traffic, and that's not touting a horn. Horn has something to do with it. Zion, say it then. No, it's a railroad crossing. Railroad crossing. And the last one. Green veggies for 3. The green pepper is also known as this sonorous name. The green pepper is also known as this sonorous name. No, you cannot. I need an answer. This green pepper, the green pepper, is also known by this sonorous name. Bell pepper is correct. Very good. Bell. Making sound. That was... Okay, here's the score update. We have 2 more table games and a rapid fire game, and then we'll announce a winner. Currently in first place would be Blue and White Society. 28.5. One of your table games must have had a partial answer, and the judges were nice enough to give you half credit instead of not anything. So give it to them. Second place would be baseball, 26.5. And third place would be robotics, 25. So here are the answers to table game number 1. Shh. Just for your information, and because I wrote them and I want to tell you the answers. Table game number 1. Who is the mascot of Fruit Loops? Toucan Sam. Who is the Native American partner of the Lone Ranger? You asked who the Lone Ranger is. Instead of watching Netflix so much, maybe you should go back and watch like MeTV, and you'll find out that it's Tonto. Tonto and the Lone Ranger. When television was good. What's the breast cancer awareness color? It's pink. Capital of Nebraska is Lincoln. Pictured on the $100 bill, Ben Franklin. Al Capone's nickname is Scarface. There's a letter C on the helmet of the Chicago Bears. The flightless bird and also a brand of shoe polish is Kiwi. The 21st Amendment repealed the 18th, and Chuck Taylors have been around since 1917. That's why you got half points. Table game number 2 is flat on your desk right now. We're having our phones away. We have our sponsors quiet. Phones away and sponsors quiet. What? What? How many points does football have? -6. 21.5. You're close. Drumline, I'm not even going where you are, okay? You have 4 minutes. You have 4 minutes to complete this. 4 minutes to complete it. And your time starts now. Four minutes. 4 minutes. Remember, everybody has the same questions, so don't yell out the answers. No phones, no sponsors. Spelling doesn't count, but it should be close. And according to the judges, they're giving partial credit. Okay, we have 2 more games. We have the rapid game, which is like really fast game. And then the last game will be table game, and that's worth double the points. So there'll be 2 points each. All right, so the rapid game goes like this. I'm going to come around to the table. I'm going to give you a question. You're going to have 5 seconds to answer it. If you don't get it in the 5 seconds, I move on. And I'm not waiting and I'm not arguing. I'm right all the time. I never say that, so this is the only time I get to say it. I'm right all the time. They're 2 points each. And we'll start with the drum line. The amount of money you get for passing go. You gotta listen. $200, correct. Michael Jordan's primary NBA number.
23.
23, that's correct. Blue and white. lead singer of the Rolling Stones? Mick Jagger is correct. I can't believe I actually wrote this question. On the Disney Channel, Jessie was the nanny for this family. The Ross family is correct. I still can't believe I wrote this question. She starred as Hannah Montana. Miley Cyrus. Shh. The G in Geico stands for this. No, it's government. Government. Next question. Who wore a red shirt on the 70s TV show about an island? Who wore a red shirt on the TV show about an island? Gilligan is correct. Football, come on guys. Superman's girlfriend. Lois, very good. Lois Lane. Shh. The Timberwolves are a pro team in what sport? It's basketball, sorry. How many rings are in the Olympic logo? 5. She did say 6, but I was looking at her, so I'm going to give her 2 points for class of 2021. Sorry, I won't ever listen to you again. Wayne Gretzky played this sport. Hockey is correct. Sorry. A pill that starts with X and is also Xanax, very good. I'll never doubt you again. Ginseng is found on a tree, a bush, or in the ground. Ginseng is found on a tree, a bush, or in the ground. In the ground is correct. 2 points. Shh. Drumline. The typical bird of Thanksgiving dinner. Turkey is correct. Shh. Music ensemble. The number of periods in a regulation hockey game. 3. Sorry. Blue and white. GDP stands for what? Gross domestic product is correct. Sorry. Irvin Magic Johnson's number for a Laker. 32, sorry. This is an easy one. The 4th letter of the alphabet. D is correct. Buckingham Palace is whose home? The royal family or the Queen of England? Very good. It's an easy one. Subway makes what kind of food? Hoagies or sandwiches? Very good. Sorry. The number of strings on a guitar. 6 is correct. Tarzan's girlfriend. Jane is correct. Picasso's first name. Pablo is correct. Are we doing okay, scores? We're not moving too quickly? This is a rapid round. He chases the roadrunner. The coyote, that's correct. First man on the moon. No, it's Neil Armstrong. He said Lance Armstrong. No, you can't get half. It's the 50th anniversary. Pay attention. All the older people over here are going, oh, I'm glad that's not my son. But no. What vegetable looks like a banana but isn't? Plantain is correct. One more round and then we'll go and clean up our mess. Who wrote The Catcher in the Rye, drumline? Who wrote The Catcher in the Rye? Nope, J.D. Salinger. Table of contents, front of a book or back of a book? Front of a book, correct. The motto of the USA. In God we trust, sorry. 3 by 5 is standard size for what school supply? Index cards. Index cards. Blueberries grow on a vine, a tree, or a bush. A bush is correct. The University of Texas mascot. No, it's a longhorn. The logo of Lacoste is what animal? Alligator, very good. This city was the first city to use AstroTurf in its stadium. Astro. Houston is correct answer, sorry. Houston Astros. Okay. The Utah team in the NBA. It's the Jazz. Just move on. He runs cross country. He doesn't play any other sport. The original Superman logo is a red S on what color background? Yellow background. The World Wildlife Fund has a logo of this animal. Panda bear is correct. I don't know about this one. You guys probably eat a lot. The Pringle Man, the man on the Pringles can. What color hair does he have? Brown is correct. He said brown. I don't argue. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. I don't argue. Hello Kitty's bow is what color? Red is correct. All right, now, so that Mr. Fry doesn't get mad at me, if you know who Mr. Fry is, you'll do this. If you don't know who Mr. Fry is, he's the head custodian in our building. And so I don't want him mad at me because we're both fans of the best football team in the NFL. No, the Cowboys, you know that. I need you to clean up your area. All trash must be picked up off the floor and your table and put in a can. All trash. I don't care if you put it there or not. All trash must go in a trash can. Okay, here's the last table game. Last table game. We're going to do 3 minutes on this one. Shh. 3 minutes on this one. Now, the points Face down. The points are double here, so they're worth 2 points each now. Yeah, you need this. So you're gonna have 3 minutes. Make sure you put your name on the paper. And then I've talked to Parents Club, and they've said we should do one more lightning round after that, and we'll make them worth 5 points each. So you never know. So do your best. 3 minutes. Start now. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. Make sure your name's on it. Parents Club will come around and collect it. Here are the answers. Here are the answers to table game number 2. Primary colors contained in the description of turquoise is blue. What protects turtles from predators and weather? That's a shell. There's 8 musical notes in an octave. The modern day beagle was developed in Great Britain. Marie Curie is the only woman to win the Nobel Prize twice. The 15th prime number is 47. Sex symbol married to Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller, Marilyn Monroe. E.T. is the out of this world creature. The color of the original moons in Lucky Charms is yellow. And Fergie was in the Black Eyed Peas. Okay, here we go. This is another lightning round. It's worth 5 points. Please elect a team captain who will be your spokesperson. And when I come around, raise your hand. I'll ask you and only you. You'll be the representative for the team. No, I can't because we're still tabulating. You can all weigh in on the answer, but I'm going to ask one particular person, your team captain, so we don't have any of this he said, she said stuff. All right, the bite on the Apple logo is on the right side or the left side? Right side is correct. Rolling Stones logo includes what body part? Tongue or lips? Very good. The C in CVS currently stands for what? Are you the captain? No, it's convenience. Convenience is CVS. Who's the captain? And this is a tough one. A men's Olympic barbell weighs how much? 22 pounds, 33 pounds, 44 pounds, or 55 pounds? Just the bar. 44 is correct. Wow, 5 points. I like your logic too. Halley's Comet appears how many years apart? Halley's Comet is how many years apart? No, it's 75. I got that right. Who's your captain? Oh gosh. The creator of the Muppets. Donovan? That was close. It was Jim Henson. Jim Henson, yes. Who created Walmart? A woman. That's not it. No, Sam Walton. Sam Walton. He was very rich. A typical pool game has how many balls? A typical pool game has how many balls? No, it's 15 or 16 if you count the cue ball. What bird is on the Cadillac logo? Yes, it's a car, big car, usually driven by older people. No offense. What animal? It's a duck. It's a duck. Shh. Who plays Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory? Jim Parsons. Who's your captain? Oh God. He said, "Go ahead, make my day" in the movies.
What?
He said, "Go ahead, make my day" in the movies. No.
Category of the movie.
Clint Eastwood. Ensemble. The most famous smile in Paris. John? Mona Lisa is correct. Ensemble. I'm sorry, drumline. Finish the band name. This is good. Finish the band name. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and... Finish the band name. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and... Young. Neil Young. It's not Lance Armstrong. It's just the Young. One more round, or we go again? 5 more points? Sure. The study of one's origins or family line is called what? Ancestry is correct for 5 points. What color is the Minnesota Viking helmet? Purple is correct. It's random, Sam. I can't do anything about it. I don't know what that means. The F in John F. Kennedy stands for what? It's Fitzgerald. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. George H.W. Bush's vice president. No, it's Dan Quayle. You ready, Ramon? Who is the Greek goddess of victory? The Greek goddess of victory. No, it's Nike. Nike. What month is Arbor Day celebrated? What month is Arbor Day celebrated? Arbor Day is the planting of trees throughout the United States. April is correct. You ready? You don't seem too ready. The game maker blank brothers. They make games blank brothers. No, it's Parker Brothers. The highest prize in science is called what? The highest prize in science is called what? Nobel, very good. Dalmatians can trace their roots back to what country? Dalmatians can trace their roots back to what country? Brandon? Croatia. Now Sam's going to get upset at this because it's a true or false question, and you've got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Of course, you also have a 50-50 chance of getting it wrong. True or false? Protein is contained in nuts, meat, and fish. True is correct. This is an easy one, Sam. Where was IKEA created? Sweden is correct. What word is on a red triangular highway sign? What word is on a red triangular highway sign? Yield is correct. Just want to say no. The USSR broke apart in what century? The 18th century, the 19th century, or the 20th century? 20th is correct for 5 points. Okay, here are the answers to table game number 3, and then we'll give you the scores and give out the money. Capital of Poland was Warsaw. Richard Nixon's middle name, Milhouse. If you're a fan of The Simpsons, that's where Milhouse got his name, because his favorite president of Matt Greineke was Richard Nixon. What insect is closely related to wasps and ants and known for their pollination? It's bee, the bumblebee. What year did the Titanic sink? 1912. Who was the singing partner of Cher? Sonny and Cher. In what country did the fictional character Godzilla originate? Japan. What trees are found in Northern California and considered the largest trees in the world? Very good, redwoods. What's the proper name for the scientific study of spiders? Arachnology. Arachnology. What's the westernmost province of Canada? British Columbia. Meets it by about a mile. And the famous iced tea that owns Dr. Pepper and Keurig is Snapple. All right, the judges are tabulating the scores. They're double checking. They're like Santa Claus. I want to thank the Parents Club for inviting me back as host. I know we say this over and over, but every year the Parents Club give away a lot of money tonight. I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of $800 they're going to give away tonight. Now, I'm going to ask one person, what was the entry fee to get into this contest?
$0.
$0. Very good, Sam. $0. So you didn't have to pay anything to come here. They gave you some food. They give you some fun. Thanks for the Lance Armstrong question. That was fun. And you can win a portion of $800 for your team or your organization. So I think the Parents Club deserve another round of applause. I want to thank the club sponsors, some of whom are here tonight, because without their insistence, you probably wouldn't be sitting here tonight. So let's give it up for the club sponsors. Also, I want to do a free advertisement for this art department event, Friday, November 22nd. It's acrylic pouring on a wooden tray. And I'm just going to let you read because you're all pretty smart people, even you. You can read that. Make sure you sign up for that. Also want to thank Mr. Doyle and the Comm Center for putting this on videotape. so that your very good answers can be recorded forever. And maybe some of your not so good answers will make it on the cutting room floor. Thank you to Mr. Fry for setting up tonight. Thank you to Mr. Powell for loaning me his whiteboard. And we are going to have the scores momentarily.
Hey, everybody. One new thing this year in regard to collecting your prize. This year we are inviting you to our PFC meeting, the winners only, at 7 p.m. here at the high school in the library. The winning team needs to come and share a little bit about what your club is and what you do. Only just 5 minutes or less. And then you'll collect your prizes. So that's this coming Monday, right? Monday? At 7 p.m. Okay, so you have to come there to collect your prize in the library, Monday, 7 p.m.
Thank you.